Hello, gorgeous. Good to see your beautiful faces.
Hello, gorgeous.
Okay,
Good
there
to
you
see your beautiful faces. Hello, gorgeous. Good to see your beautiful
go.
faces.
Hello, pretty people. All the pretty people say hi, Jerusha. Let me know you're in the building. Good to see your beautiful faces. Double tap that screen. It's Wednesday. And what do we do every Wednesday? We do a live Q&A for all of my people in my business tip, motivation, and inspiration community. If you are a part of our community, hashtag pretty people, hashtag pretty people. If you are a part of our community, good to see your beautiful faces. It's Wednesday. I am 30 minutes early because we're going to finish at 9. So wanted to go ahead and jump on and share what I know for sure. So do me a favor, if you are joining me for the very first time, you're just now hearing the sound of my voice. Do me a favor, please go ahead and tap the screen and say hi, Jerusha. Let me know you're a newbie. We got the newbies in the building. All the newbies say hi, Jerusha. Yes, good to see you. Good to see you. And then, of course, do me a favor, tag your business bestie. Tag your business bestie right now. I do not want to be the best kept secret. And so we're going to talk how to start asking your followers, your friends, to take a look at your product, your service, your opportunity. So this is a yes. And so that is the business question for tonight. How do I ask people I know to take a look at my product? How do I ask my followers to take a look at my product? How do I ask my friends to take a look at my product? So I'm going to share with you how you can ask your followers, your friends, whomever you want to start looking at your product, your service, your opportunity. And so the best way to do it is, yes, and the fastest way is through social media. So we're going to have a lot of fun doing that tonight. So tag your business bestie right now. I do not want to be the best kept secret. Tag your business bestie right now. Good to see you. Yes, 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 yeah. Double tap that screen. I am streaming in multiple places. As always, I suggest you do the same as a business owner because if you follow me, you already know my background is in radio and television, and we will put one commercial on every network. So I assume, you know what? That's a great marketing strategy. And as a sales and marketing business coach, I'm like, you know what? I need to stream on all of the platforms. And so I teach in my 3-day ride the FIT method: Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. All right. So FB, IG, TT. And so, of course, I'm also on YT. So if you have not subscribed to my YT account, what are you waiting for, baby? Let's go, pretty people. Thank you so much. Let's go, let's go, let's go. You want to go ahead and do that right now. Thank you so much for the love. Double tap that screen. So we're going to talk about how to get in front of your people, how to get in front of your ideal client, and how to go ahead and ask them to take a look at your product as fast as possible. So there's some certain things that you can do right now. So tag your business bestie. Vanessa in the building. How you doing? Mr. G in the building. How you doing? Good to see you, Vanessa. Hey girl, how you doing? How you doing? Jesse07 in the building. How you doing, Jesse07? Double tap that screen. Say hey, Jerusha. Thank you so much. Yes. So we're going to talk about how to ask for the sale or how to ask them to take a look at your product. I'm going to say ask for the sale. So that way it's real simple. And I'm going to put that at the bottom of the screen right here. So we're going to ask for the sale. So hey, gorgeous, double tap the screen. Say, hey, Teresa. If you have a business, put the word business in the chat. I love to celebrate my business owners. Good to see you. Double tap that screen. Yes, ma'am. I am going to share this also to my stories. So here's a business strategy for you. You can go ahead and write this down. I don't know why I don't see it, but you can go ahead and write this down. Here's a business strategy for you. Hey Nova in the building, Nova in the building. How you doing, gorgeous? Good to see you. So we're going to talk about how to ask for the sale, how to ask your followers, your friends, how to take a look at your product and your services. Most people are posting it, but they're not asking for the sale. So I'm going to give you some ways that you can do that tonight. So yes, Educator Hobbs in the building. How you doing, gorgeous? Good to see you. Good to see you. Yes, double tap that screen. Say, hey, Jerusha. Double tap the screen. I'm actually streaming, so I'm using a stream key for TT. So double tap the screen if you're on TT. Still double tap the screen. Get your daily heart me. Get your daily heart me. Get your daily heart me. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Yes, double tap that screen. Hey, gorgeous. And so, of course, if you get your daily heart me, oh, I forgot. I don't think I could do it tonight. If you get your daily heart me and you have a business, I'm going to recognize you. So we recognize our business owners. That's what being pretty is all about. Hashtag to all the pretty people. We crown our kings and queens. We celebrate, collaborate, we connect so we can make that money, honey. So, yes, if you have a business, put the word business in the chat so I can give you a personal shout out. But it's Wednesday, and what do we do every Wednesday? I do a live Q&A for my community. And so tonight, the question is, how do I ask my followers to take a look at my product? So I'm going to help you. I'm going to give you scripts, conversation starters that you can start asking your followers, your friends, your warm market, your cold market to take a look at your product. Most people are posting and ghosting, or posting and praying, but you want to post and profit. So you have to ask for the sale. You have to tell them what the product is. It's not enough just to post it and say you post it, you have a real estate business. You post it, you have an insurance business. You post it, you have a candle business. What if they didn't see the post and you didn't ask for the sale? So we're going to make sure that you know how to communicate effectively and ask for the sale. Thank you so much for the double hearts. Yes. Thank you for heart me up. Heart me up on TT. Heart me up. Heart me up. I appreciate the hearts. Yes. So yes, because TT will not push it out if you are not engaging, getting your daily heart me, commenting, and all the things. But I know in my private community, in my FB family, my IG family, my YT family, all you got to do is tag your business bestie. So tag your business bestie right now. So yes, so they don't miss all this goodness. And yes, ma'am, I appreciate you. So we got Miss Vanessa in the building. Miss Vanessa has a business. We celebrate our business owners. I see. Miss Onika. Miss Onika has a business. Hey, Miss Onika, how you doing? How you doing? Good to see you. Good to see you. Yes, ma'am, I appreciate the love. Yes, if you have a business, just put the word business in the chat and I will give you a personal shout out. Miss Educator in the building on TT. Miss Educator in the building. She has a business. And so, yes, it's so much room at the top. It's the bottom that's overcrowded. We do not have a scarcity mentality over here. So if you have a business and you want me to give you a shout out, if you're on TT, get your daily heart me, and I'm happy to give you a shout out. That's how it works over here. So we're going to talk about how you're going to ask for the sale. You are so nervous, okay? You're so nervous to ask people to look at your opportunity. You're so nervous to ask people to look at your services. So I'm going to help you out tonight. And so I'm so glad that you asked me, how do you get over, being afraid of people? How do you get over? Well, you don't until you do it. And so just like anything else, you got to do it over and over and over and over. You got to get good at it. So there's no certain time frame that you're not going to be afraid. Actually, you're more afraid of the word no. So it's not that you are afraid of the person, you're afraid of what the person might say, and that word is no. So you're afraid of two letters, E and O. And so hopefully, hey, Pam in the building, Pam in the building. So hopefully I can help you with that. Now, this is going to require you to practice. I'm not going to tell you. It's going to require you to do it over and over and over. Now, if you are part of my community or you're in my coaching program, I give my clients scripts, right? They have a workbook and they know exactly how to start a conversation to convert. I have a high conversion rate. So I'm communicating with people where you are converting them into a customer, a client, or a connection. And so all of that starts with you starting the conversation. You can't be afraid to tell someone you have a good service. And so that requires you to start networking. That requires you to start, meeting people online and being social. That requires you to do something other than post. And so I think it's kind of a myth on here that you just post and everybody's just going to go to your LINK. You don't need to build relationships. You don't need to talk to people, recognize people. You could just post. And all of a sudden, thousands and thousands of people are going to go to your LINK. Well, that's, to me, is not true. Now, unless you are Beyonce, you're Oprah, you're people who have big influence. Like I do have people go to my LINK, but it's not thousands and thousands without me showing up. I still have to show up to market. I still have to show up to meet people and socialize and be interested, not interesting. So you still have to do the work. So there's no way around not doing the work. And I think people are confused when they come on social media. They say, well, I posted. Nobody went to my website. I posted. Well, that's not enough, actually, because no one knows you. So the algorithm is putting you in front of people that don't even know you. Why would they go to your LINK? They do not know you. And so you want to get in the habit of, if you have, how many followers do you have? If you're in my private community, put in the chat, how many followers do you currently have? If you have 2,000 followers, hey Toya in the building, Toya in the building. Make sure you get your daily heartbeat. If you're on TT, make sure you get your daily heartbeat. That way I can see you, I can recognize you. Please get your daily heartbeat. If you are on YT, make sure you subscribe. And if you're on FB, you can give stars. If you're on FB, that's how you support with the stars. I'm happy to give you a personal shout out if you have a business. So thank you so much. Oh, I don't know what happened. Did we blank off for a second? Thank you so much for my daily heartbeat. There it is. Thank you so much for my daily heartbeat. I appreciate you. Hold on. Oh, I got you. No problem. No problem. Yes. So do me a favor. If you have a business, I'm going to give you the shout out as I see it. I promise I'm not going to leave you out. Yes, I said Miss Vanessa has a business. Yes, Miss Alicia has a business. Miss Heather has a business. Hey, Miss Heather, Miss Tanya has a business. Yes, I'm going to make sure I give you the shout out if you have a business. Please make sure you tag your business bestie right now. Okay. Go ahead and tag your business bestie. All right. So let's get into it. The first thing that you have to understand is people don't know you. So they're not rushing to your website. They're not rushing to your stand store. They're not rushing to hit the link because they don't know you yet. And so the first thing you have to understand is you got to market daily. You have to show up daily, lots of time. I just heard someone say they're showing up 5-10 times a day. That means they're marketing themselves 5 to 10 times every single day. Now, I know most of my clients work a full-time job and that's not possible for some people, right? But I would say 1 to 3 times a day keeps leads coming your way. You have to be visible. So I don't care how many times you do it, but one is really not enough. If you want to be serious about this content creation, you got to show up 2, 3, 4, 5 times consistently, building your audience over and over. Thank you so much for the love. I appreciate you. Building your audience, building your social presence, building your influence. So the reason why they didn't go to your LINK or your store right there, because they don't know you. And everyone says this, people buy from whom they know, like, and trust, which is true. And the reason why they can't buy from you because they haven't seen you enough. So the reason why you go, I used to work in radio and television. And so putting on a Chick-fil-A commercial, you think of chicken, you think of Chick-fil-A. When you think of fast food and chicken, Chick-fil-A typically 80% of the time come to mind. That's because Chick-fil-A is marketing chicken, 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 eat more chicken, chicken, chicken. So it's called programming. So we're programming the mind. And so same thing applies to social media. When you think of, a motivational speaker or coach, you think of certain people because you keep seeing them come up in your feed. And so when people think of candles, do they think of you? When people think of makeup, do they think of you? When people think of comedy or a skit, do they think of you? Well, if they don't think of you, they haven't seen you enough to be programmed in their minds. So when I think of chicken, I always think of Chick-fil-A sandwiches. If someone says, oh, where you want to eat? My kids say Chick-fil-A. So you got to get in a habit of keep showing up and multiple times a day, several times throughout the week. So people get to know you, trust you, and they want to buy from you. So don't get discouraged because you posted one time and nobody purchased, or you've been posting for 2 years and people just don't purchase like that. They don't make money like that. That's a lie. They do. They don't buy from you because they don't know you. Not because your product isn't good, not because your service isn't good. They haven't seen you enough. That's where marketing comes in, and that's where asking for the sale comes in. And I'll teach you how to do that. Does that make sense? Good stuff. Thank you. I appreciate you on TT. Thank you so much. That's what happens. And so many people get lost in the sauce because they're so focused on looking at somebody else who's built a big influence. I have a whole community, right? I've already built this community before I got on social media. You see what I'm saying? I already was a business owner before I got on social media. I already knew how to sell before I got on social media. So you already don't know the whole story. So you can't look at somebody and say, oh man, they're successful because you don't know the work that they've done and you don't know what's going on in the background. Makes sense? Yes or yes? Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Okay. So let's talk about meeting people every day. Now, here's what I tell my clients. If you're not a part of my 3-day Ride Business course, you're not in my coaching, you might want to just look at it because it's probably a fit for you if you're not making sales every day. If you're not talking to people every day and making sales every day, you probably want to put RIDE in the chat, RIDE, so you can take a look at it. So let's talk about meeting people every day. Online marketing is just digital conversations. If you're marketing online, that's just digital conversations, right? So if you're offline, it's different. Now, I built my businesses offline, right? Everything that I did initially was offline. Social media wasn't really a thing. And then when people were on there, I still wasn't on social media. I was forced to get on here like everybody else a couple years ago. And so I was like, okay, let's go. So offline is different. You walk up, you talk, you meet at networking events, you meet at conferences, you can meet at the gym, the local market, the bar, the dance floor. You can meet people at the Starbucks, at the Panera Bread. You're out and about meeting people. Now that's my forte. Baby, I can meet anybody. That's how I started building my business. I learned how to network face to face. And so that is a skill set. Anybody can learn a skill set. And I've done it so much. I used to do it in my sleep. My boys could do it. Like I could talk to anybody. And then I realized, man, most people are afraid of strangers because most of us grew up stranger danger, stranger danger. So now you're afraid of people, but yet you want to help people. So which one is it? So you got to develop a skill set where you can talk to people, where you can listen to people, and you can hear the needs of the people to serve the people. Does that make sense? Yes or yes? Okay. Now, I've done the work offline and online. It's the same. People just got to fall in love with what you can do for them, not what you want for yourself. If you're on here to sell a pen and the only thing you talk about, hey, I need to sell my pen, hey, purchase my pen, is not for the people, it's for yourself. So you got to just do a little switch in your head and say, how can I serve the people? How can I solve problems for the people? How can I, uplift, empower, educate, entertain the people? Because if you're on here for yourself, it's going to be harder. So you want to be selfless, not selfish. You better write that down. Does this make sense? Yes. Okay. So if you're struggling online, thank you so much. If you're struggling online, practice offline too. Now, let me tell you, offline is a beast, but it builds your confidence. Offline is a beast, but it's going to build your courage. You've got to do it offline too. So if you're struggling online, I would say also practice offline. Confidence is a muscle. You build it by using it. And so it forces you, when you're in front of somebody, it forces you to do it right then. Like it's the craziest feeling in the world where you got to talk to a stranger right on the spot. So what are you going to do? Are you going to choke? Are you going to cry? Are you going to run away? You're not. You're an adult. You're going to have the conversation. Lighthouse in the building. Bola in the building. Skeptic in the building. How you doing? How you doing? Right? How many of you never, ever talked to a stranger before? Never, ever. You're like, I'll just wait on referrals. I'll just wait till they go to my LINK. How many of you have never spoken to a stranger before? Well, see, I'm the queen of speaking to strangers. I built my entire organization on strangers. I believe in talking to the people. I believe in building relationships with the people. Okay. So drop it in the chat. If you've never spoken to a stranger, you don't like speaking to strangers, put it in the chat. Most people think their problem is strategy. It's not, it's fear. Okay. Fear is your problem. So you got to face your fear. You got to conquer that fear. They're not going to bite you. I've never heard someone say, oh my gosh, I spoke to somebody and I died. Oh, I spoke to somebody and I just passed out and went to the hospital. That has never happened. So you're going to be okay. And the fun part about it is you got to get in there and laugh at yourself. I laugh at myself all the time. I make mistakes all the time. I say crazy things all the time. I make funny faces all the time. I make funny gestures all the time. I do it all the time. And then I've just come to love, this is me. This is how I roll. I just realized, you know what? Okay, I'm funny to me. That's what I've realized. And so you're going to be funny to your people. Your vibe attracts your tribe. You're going to be good at this. So I challenge you to go talk to people face to face. Now, I'm going to give you some things that you can say face to face. I challenge any one of you listen to the sound of my voice to do this. And you're going to do it till you're good at it. When I was offline, I taught thousands of people how to network face to face. I've trained thousands, developed leaders. I know what I know. I'm not new to this. I promise you. Hey, Kim, okay, I'm Kim in the building. How you doing, gorgeous? Yes, if you're joining me for the very first time, I'm Jerusha. I'm a sales and marketing business coach, and I've been doing this for almost 20 years. And so I am in a position where I help share actionable business skills, tools, hack strategies, marketing, branding, upselling. And every Wednesday night at 8 p.m., I do a live Q&A. I'm early tonight. I do a live Q&A and I'm answering questions about how do I ask people to take a look at my product. And so we want you to ask people to take a look at your product. They might have not seen your one post, right? Everybody's not on social media all day, every day like you. They didn't see it. And the algorithm isn't showing but 10%. So if you have 1,000 people, they show 10%, which is 100. If you have 2,000 people, they show 10%, which is 200. You have 3,000 people, they show 10%, which is 300. If those 300 people do not respond to your content, they don't show anybody else. So you can't say people don't want it. People haven't seen it. So if you are in a space where only two, three, four, 500 people are seeing your content, but you have 5,000, 5,000 didn't see it. You see why this matters, why you have to keep showing up. You see why you have to start conversations. You can't wait on the algorithm to show the 5,000 people or 10,000. You got to do some work. You can start your own conversations. So if you were face to face, write this down. I'm happy to share this with you. If you were face to face and you had to talk to somebody, would you know what to say? Yes or yes? She said, no, I will not do that. Okay, great. If you're not going to do it, fine. But for those of you that are really ready to take the challenge, I'm going to push you forward to success. You're going to say, Jerusha, stop making me successful. This girl keep pushing me. Yes, this is for people who are willing to be uncomfortable. This is for people who are willing to be afraid, to have that fear, but do it anyway. This is for the people that's scared, like me. I'm scared of a lot of things, but I'm like, all right, it is what it is. You just do it anyway. Those are my people. Raise your hand. Yes, yes, those are my people. Hashtag to the pretty people. Hashtag to the pretty people. Those are the pretty people. And so all of the pretty people, yes, if you are not afraid and you're like, I want to take you up on this challenge, Jerusha, put me in the chat. Say me, me, me. I want to take you up on this challenge, Jerusha. I want to ask more people to take a look at my products. I want to ask more people to take a look at my service. I want to ask more people to take a look at my opportunity. Yes, that's you. Okay, great. I love that for you. I love that for you. You're my people. I like people who just like, I'm going to do it anyway. I'm going to look crazy, but I'm going to do it me. Lighthouse T says me, me, me. So here's what you're going to do. I love that for you. So face to face, this is what I did. This is what I know to be true. When you are face to face, you see someone you want to talk to because you don't know if they're looking for your service. You don't know if they're looking for your product because you didn't ask. When you're asking someone a question, write this down. The acronym for ask is actively seeking knowledge. Write that down. Actively seeking knowledge. That's all you're doing. No one's going to slap you. That's all you're doing, actively seeking knowledge. Somebody write that down. I need a note taker. So what city are you in? Put in the chat. Let me know what city you reside. What city? What city? Put it in the chat so I could give you a shout out for your city. Okay, Florida in the building. Seattle in the building. Seattle in the building. Okay, put your state in the chat. You are now my virtual note taker. So anytime I say something that's motivational, educational, you put it in the chat for your state. You're the representation for your state. So put your state, Cali in the building. Cali in the building. Okay, Florida. Where's Florida? Arkansas in the building. Arkansas. Is it Arkansas, right? Yeah. Arkansas in the building. Arkansas in the building. Okay, who else is in the building? All right, so you are now my virtual note taker for tonight, and you're going to take notes from me. All right. So when I was face to face, I would meet people, tag your business bestie before I even tell you the script. Tag your business bestie. If you're on FB, IG, if you're on my YT account, please subscribe. TT, tag, hold my nose down if you're on TT. A screen is going to pop up. Send it out to 10 of your business bestie. Please send it to 10 people. Send out this right now. Because guess what? TT is not going to send it out if people aren't sharing and double tapping. They're just not going to send it out. They don't want education to go viral. We want education to go viral. Yes, yes. Knowledge is the new rich. We want it to happen. So yes, so all you got to do is share the broadcast. S Monique in the building. Hey, S Monique in the building. How you doing, gorgeous? All right, so now that I have all my note takers, my Seattle, my Florida, my Cali, all of my note takers, put this in the chat for me, right? If you are face to face and you want to speak to someone, you just see the person at the gym or you see the person just at, a networking event, whatever it is, and you want to talk to that person. It's easier, right? Obviously, it's easier just to walk up and start talking to them as opposed to beating around the bush saying, hey, how are you doing? That's kind of weird. Most people, I'm in a major city. I know it doesn't work in my city, but if you're in a small town and people just, walk up to each other and hug. That's different. I'm talking about if you're in a major city like Seattle and New York and Cali, and you're in a big city, Houston, you definitely don't want to say, hey, how you doing? That's really sounding like you want something. And in order for you to gain respect immediately, you're just going to go right in. And so if it was me, when I meeting people face to face, I'm like, excuse me, miss. Okay, so like Miss Chrissy, I get to say, hey, excuse me, miss, let me ask you a quick question. I noticed you. What do you do professionally? I'm just going to ask the question. And so that way, remember I said you're asking, you're actively seeking knowledge, right? You got it. And so I'm like, excuse me, miss, I noticed you. What do you do professionally? Or excuse me, miss, I noticed you. What industry are you in? Excuse me, miss, you look sharp. What do you do for work? I'm going to ask a question just like that. Real easy. It works. It's been working for years. It works. It works. It works. It works. One, women like to tell you who they are, how bad they are. They're a bad baddie. They want to tell you their degrees, their titles. So it's not awkward. First of all, especially if she is shocked. Oh, I'm an attorney. How can I help you? Oh, I'm a legal counselor. Why? Why do you ask? She's going to tell you. She's going to tell you. Because another woman is asking a woman, oh my God, she's sharp. You're professional. What do you do for work? Automatically, she's going to tell you. Because she's like, yeah, you better clock it. Yes, I do. So that's good for you. She's open to that. And so that should calm you down, knowing when you give another person a compliment like that, or you notice another person, they're really very flattered that you even notice, because nobody else is noticing, right? But you noticed. And she's not getting this in her everyday life. She's not getting this when she walks in the office. So you get to see it. You get to say it. You get to say, excuse me, I noticed you. What do you do professionally? She's like, oh, I'm an attorney. How can I help you? Oh, why do you ask? I'm a teacher, whatever she says. And you're just going to say, hey, Maria, how you doing? Buttercup in the building. I noticed you because I teach and train people how to build their businesses using social media, right? I'm a sales and marketing business coach. You just go ahead and tell her, because she's like, oh, why do you ask? See how that worked? And then you get to say, I'm in real estate. I actually help people who are over 50 find their dream home. Whatever your thing is, you're going to have your tagline for your business. Now, I don't know what you do. You can put in the chat what you do. And then I'm sure you have a tagline. I help people, travel for less around the world. I'm a travel agent. Whatever your business is, okay? You're going to be able to say what you do. For me, I could say I teach and train people how to build their businesses using sales and marketing strategies on social media, and then you get to say, for me, do you keep your income options open outside of being an attorney? Are you open to other options? Are you on social media? Do you leverage and monetize social media with your business? You're going to start asking questions. She's like, yes, I do. Oh, great. This is when you get to exchange. So you get to say, well, let me text you my digital business card. I love to connect on social media. Everybody connects on social media. It's not weird. When I meet people, they be like, are you on Instagram? I can walk in the park and I do my lives in the park. Somebody will stop me and say, hey, are you live right now? I'm like, yeah. Oh, can I follow you? And then they'll follow me just from the being in the park, walking around on the live. No one cares about following you on Instagram. That's how you're going to get connected. Customers, clients, connections. That's how you're going to do it. You got to open yourself up to meeting people, to networking with the people. You're following me? Yes. Excuse me. I'm going to say it again. She can write it down. She said, say it again. I'm going to write it. Excuse me. I noticed you. Let me ask you a quick question. What do you do professionally? Or excuse me, you look sharp. What industry are you in? Oh, excuse me. You're just going to ask a question. You're not going to say, no passive aggressive leadership, posture, strong. You're the CEO. Act like it. Walk like it. Just pretend in your mind that you are a multi-millionaire. How would Oprah talk? How would, whomever your favorite person is, how would they talk? How would they move? They wouldn't be passive aggressive, okay? They would be strong. They would be confident, and they would just say it. Excuse me, I noticed you. What do you do for a living? Excuse me, I noticed you. What profession are you in? Excuse me, I noticed you. What industry are you in? You just ask. I'm good at this, and anybody has worked with me, they'll tell you, I can ask anybody that question, and people just tell you. They don't even think that it's a stranger talking. They just tell you. One, you're looking sharp. I mean, it's not like you're going to rob them. It's not like you are looking like you're going to rob them. You're sharp as well. So they see another professional. They're thinking network opportunity. They're thinking connection. They're also thinking that way because they're a high level person too. You see the difference? They realize, oh, okay, this person noticed me. They're sharp. I might want to find out who this person is. Yes. Does that make sense? She said, yes. So you're not talking to someone that you don't want to work with. You're talking to people on a certain, what you feel is who you're looking for. Quality professionals. You're looking for people that you want to work with. So it's not everybody. So if you're just talking to anybody and everybody, it's not anybody and everybody. If you're marketing on social media to everybody, you're getting nobody. So that's not the goal. So you are talking to high level professionals. You are talking to people that you want as customers, clients, and connections. Does that make sense? And people like that, they are not rude. People like that, they're inviting actually. And so you can just ask questions. And once you see, say, oh my gosh, I'm a teacher, you can say whatever your title is. I teach people how to leverage and monetize social media through my sales and marketing strategies. Yes. Are you already leveraging on social media with your business? No. Okay. Let me text you my digital business cards. Let's connect on Instagram, whatever you want to say. That way you're connected. That's the first step right there. You did it. So I challenge you to try it. Come back to me and say, Jerusha, I did it. I did it. I did it. I want to celebrate you because very few people will learn the skill. Very few people, but they'll complain, but they won't learn a simple skill. Really simple skill. Okay. Makes sense? Yes. Thank you so much for double tapping the screen. Please on TT, double tap that screen, sharing the script for networking, face-to-face comment. AI is so funny on TT. AI is so funny on TT. Okay, so these are not sales scripts. These are curiosity conversations. Write that down. These are not sales scripts. These are curiosity conversations. This is how you move into asking them to take a look at your product, your service, your opportunity. Double tap that screen if you're on TT. If you're on YT, please subscribe to my YT account. And of course, if you're on FB, double tap that screen. You can support with stars. If you're watching the replay, you can support right here with the stars. Please share it with your business bestie right now. Thank you so much for the love. I appreciate you. Yes. Does this make sense? This is for all my beginners. You're afraid to talk to people. The question of the night was, how do I ask people to look at my product? I am sharing with you how you can ask people to look at your product, your service, your opportunity, whether it's face-to-face, and then we're going to do online. But that was if you were face-to-face. Don't let people walk past you and you're wondering, I wonder if this person needs my service. I wonder if this person needs my product, but you didn't ask. So this week, challenge yourself to speak to one stranger, one per day. Now, I tell my clients they have to talk to 10, but you're not my client yet. Okay. You can put RIDE and you can become a client, but right now you're not my client. Well, some of you are my clients, but if you're not my client, I challenge you to speak to one person this week, one stranger per day, each day, one per day. Come back to me and tell me how it goes. You're not selling them on the spot, right? If you're meeting them face to face, you're not selling on the spot. If you're meeting them face to face, you're not doing that. You're just building the muscle of conversation. You're building the courage to talk. Because if you can't talk to one person, you can't build a business. So you're building that confidence, one person per day, starting this week, right now. You got to shift your mindset. Okay. Thank you so much, Sandra, in the building. Vulnerability is the only authentic state. Strength does not come from winning. Your struggles develop your strengths. So when you go through hardships or failures and decide not to surrender, that is strength. Okay? That's your strength. Because rejection will happen. Awkward moments will happen. People will say no. No just means next opportunity. You're going to be fine and you will survive. You're a survivor, right? I'm a survivor. You're a survivor. Yes. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Hope is in the building. Hope Chantel is in the building. How you doing, gorgeous? Double tap that screen if you're listening to the sound of my voice on TT. You got to double tap that screen. Double tap, double tap, double tap. And then, of course, I like to smell good. We got some perfume goals. Our first goal is 10,000 hearts. It's 10,000 hearts. And then, of course, I got some perfume goals on TT. So if you're on TT, double tap that screen. I appreciate you. Thank you for the love. So how many of you think your problem is talking to strangers? Put me in the chat. If you are terrified, like you're shaking in your boots, put me in the chat. You're scared to talk to strangers. Put me in the chat. Big Psych in the building. How you doing? How you doing? Yes, put me in the chat if you are afraid to talk to strangers. Yes, Sandra is afraid to talk to strangers. No problem. I got you. Who else? Who else? Yes, Miss Vanessa is afraid. Miss C is afraid. Okay, great. Just put me in the chat. I got you. No worries. Everybody's going to be afraid to talk to strangers. Okay. I don't think talking to strangers is not your problem. Judging yourself is. I just want to be truthful. You're judging yourself, right? You don't feel confident enough to do it. You don't probably believe in it. You got to believe in it so much that you don't care. You got to believe in that product, believe in your service, believe in your dreams that you don't care. Once you get to that point, you will be excited to tell people about it. But right now, you're in your head and you're judging yourself. What if I don't look good? What if I don't speak well? What if I look crazy? What if my hair is out of place? What if my lipstick is on my teeth? Like you're just judging yourself, and you never get it done. So you're the problem, you're the solution. Hey, Renelle. Renelle is in the building. How you doing? If you have a business, put the word business in the chat so I can celebrate you. That's what pretty people do. We want to give you a personal shout out. It's Wednesday night. Every Wednesday night, I share actionable business tips like this. I answer a business question. And the question tonight is, how do I tell my followers and friends to take a look at my product? And I'm giving you ways that you can do that. So yes, so if you have a business, put the word business in the chat. Yes. So what you want to do is turn your obstacles into opportunities and your problems into possibilities. That's what you need to do today. Okay, stop judging yourself. You're the problem, you're the solution. Girl, you got this. I believe in you. You got this. Write this down. Okay, write it down. Your biggest fear in business, okay, is failure. Everybody's like, oh, what if I fail? What if you don't? So all you're going to do is rewrite it as an opportunity. If you're going to say, I'm scared of rejection, that's going to become, I'm building resilience. You got to change the way you're thinking about yourself and about your business. Then you'll start talking to people. Then you'll offer your product. Thank you so much for the love. I appreciate you. Hey, funny Pops in the building. How you doing? Hey, Renelle, how you doing? I am always doing what I think I cannot do in order to learn how to do it. I am always doing what I think I cannot do in order to learn how to do it. That's entrepreneurship. That's leadership. I created my 3-day ride business course, not even knowing what I was doing. I had the knowledge, but I didn't know how to put it in a course. I put that in a course a few years ago, and it's been growing ever since. And so that's where I teach people how to attract unlimited leads. I teach people how to manage themselves. I teach them marketing strategies. I teach them how to have unlimited leads coming into their sales funnel. And so I offered that years ago, and it's just been growing ever since. I've been learning ever since. I didn't know what I was doing initially, but I had faith in it. I knew it was possible. I knew I had experience. And I said, okay, let's do it. So knowledge is the new rich. So you have all the tools already. You just got to implement what you've already learned. So yes, knowledge is, say it again. Knowledge is the new rich. Knowledge is the key to success, to power, to respect in higher circles. So based on knowledge, you can earn a living, gain confidence, and build credibility. Knowledge is it. You're already smart. You know what you know. The world just doesn't know that you know. That's where marketing comes in. So as a beginner, beginners don't like opportunity. They like information and repetition. Okay. You just don't have all the information. I'm giving it to you tonight. So you got to keep going. You got to keep going. You got to keep going. Funny Pops, how you doing? Education in the building. She said, I'm an introvert. I'm so glad somebody said that. Listen. Whether you are an introvert or an extrovert, none of that really matters because I am an extrovert, but 85% of people are introverts. That means they are actually not the type of person that's the life of the party. Okay. And any billionaire that you can think of is probably an introvert. So your Mark Zuckerberg's introvert, your Bill Gates, introvert, your Warren Buffett, introvert. Like you can think of all of these billionaires that you know, they're introverts. So that is an excuse. And excuses are lies we tell ourselves. Okay. So it's okay that you're afraid. It's not okay if you stay in that same place. It's not okay. So you're going to have to make mistakes in order for you to grow as an introvert. So a lot of people like to say that, but I'm going to tell you to take a personality quiz. So go to Google, not now. You're going to go to Google and you're going to take a personality quiz. So there are 4 personality colors and there are 4 personality types, right? And so DISC, write that down. If you're my note taker in Seattle, you're my note taker in Florida, Cali, Arizona, you're my note taker. DISC. These are personality types. I encourage you to go take it for free online. Some people do the personality colors, red, yellow, blue, green. I like the DISC. That's the way that I learned it. So once you take the quiz, you'll know your personality type. So when you're talking to someone based on their answers, you can actually guess what type of personality they are. So a red personality is like a D, right? It's dominant, it's direct, result driven, short conversations. That's me. I'm a red. I am a dominant personality. I am a D personality. Result driven. Baby, if you tell me it's possible, I don't need direction. Just tell me I can get there and I'm ready. So I don't need all of the information, what's in between. I just need to know it's possible. So short conversations. I don't need to read the whole book. Just tell me where I need to start. And we're going to learn as we go. We're going to learn and earn at the same time. So that's a red personality. That's a D personality. Then you have your yellow personality, which is your I. Okay. I is influencers. Those people that love to be seen. They're talkative. You know, the people. There is my thing plugged up. Hold on. They're talkative, baby. They don't. Oh no, it's not plugged up. They're talkative. They're energetic. They're relationship driven. Like they're relationship focused. Those people, y'all know that's the yellow personality. Hold on, I'm trying to plug my. Hold on, I'm trying to plug my computer without falling. Hold on. Sorry about that, y'all. All right, that's the yellow. Okay, that's the yellow personality, and I can't feel it. Okay, hold on. I got it. I think I got it. Did I get it? Yes, I got it. Oh, I got it. I got it. Okay, God is good. All right, so the yellow is the influencer, right? And so talkative. You can tell me in the chat if this is you. Letitia in the building. Hey, Letitia, how you doing? So we said red, which is a D, right? Dominant. You're direct. You're results driven. You short conversations. That's me. Okay. I'm like, get to the point. Get to the point. I don't need to see a 30-minute presentation. Baby, tell it to me in 10 minutes. Okay. That's red. That's D. Then you have the yellow. Yellow is the influencers. Those people are the I personality. They're talkative. They're energetic, relationship focused. They love the glitz, the glamour. You know, they love the shiny things. That's that person. Okay. Then you have the blue personality type, which is DIS, the S personality. They're analytical. They want details. They want proof. They want receipts. They want facts. That's a blue. Are you a blue? Okay, baby, that's not me at all. Okay, so if that's you, put it in the chat. You're blue. Okay, okay, is that you? And then you have the green. They're supportive. That's the C personality. They're supportive. They're loyal. They're calm. They need reassurance. They're family oriented. Those people. So typically, you're a dominant one, right? And then you have another one. And so I am D, and then I'm C, right? So because I really am supportive of my family. I'm loyal to my family, things like that. So what personality type are you? So if you understand that when you are talking to people and you're asking them to take a look at your product, guess what? You won't be nervous because you can read their personality based on their answers. Does that make sense? Yes or yes? Based on their answers, you'll be able to, tell what type of person you're talking to. Then you can close more deals. That's the whole point. You're going to be able to close more deals as soon as you can read their personality. That's how I'm able to do this so well, is I can tell as soon as I ask a question based on what they say who I'm talking to. So when someone says no, ask yourself, what color are they? Okay. If someone says you stop thinking rejection, what happens is you stop taking rejection personal. You start communicating with intention. So I'm listening. Yes, Vanessa, how you doing? I'm listening to what they're not saying. And it takes time. Over time, the more people you talk to, the different personalities, you'll understand who you're talking to and how to get the sale. Because Red doesn't want 20-minute explanation. That's me. I don't want to, just tell me what it is. Like, don't give me the fluff. Don't give me the roses. I don't care. I don't care. Tell me exactly what you want me to know so I can say yes or no. That's a red. The blue, you know, it's funny. The blue doesn't want the hype. They want the data. So that shift alone increases conversion. So that's how you're going to talk to more people to get the sale. If it's your warm market, you know what that means, right? If it's people you know, your warm market, that means the girl you went to church with long time ago, the girl you went to school with, the girl that was in your book club, the girl you were on your sorority sister. Okay, that's your warm market. Your warm market is also people who are following you on social media. If they're your friend or your follower, that's a warm market. They decided to follow you. They're not a stranger. They're not a cold market. They're in your circle. So here's how you're going to ask them to take a look at your product. If it's somebody in your warm market, you're going to say to them, so I know Bola. She's on TT. So if you're on FB, you're on IG, YT. Bola is on TT. I know her through social media, right? She's a great connector. And so she and I had an opportunity to meet here. And we've been rolling together for a little over a year now, right? Or longer. And so I know the type of business that she has, right? So I would ask her, you're one of the most intelligent people I've known over the years. And I could really use your opinion on something. If I sent you a 5-minute video, would you watch it and give me your opinion? That's what I would say to somebody I know. Now, I haven't met her personally, but I know her enough from social media. So anybody that's in your circle, if you want to see it, you can screenshot. Oh, let me show you. I'm going to show you a slide. I'm going to screenshot. I'm going to show you. Hold on. I'm going to give it to you. No worries. That way I don't have to say it again. I'm going to give it to you. Guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to share my screen. That's the point of using this TT stream key. I'm going to share my screen because I want you to get the script. I want you to understand how to go ahead and ask for the sale and know what to say. All right. I'm going to share my screen with the pretty people because I love you. Fully prepared for you today. Fully prepared. Can you see that? Yeah, you can see. Can you see it? Oh, well, that's too big. Did I do it too big? Hold on. Oh, and now that did too small. Right there. That's big enough. Can you read that? Charlene, how you doing? Lighthouse, can you read that? Now, I taught this to obviously, this is my private community. So if you're in my private community, you get all of me. You get exactly what you need to do. If you are not in my 3-day ride, my business course or anything, now will be a time that you could learn how to get in. It's RIDE. Put RIDE in the chat, and that way you'll know. So this is exactly what I would say to Charlene. This is exactly what I would say to Bola. This is exactly because they're in my warm market. That means they follow you. They're your friends. Whatever it is, I would say you're one of the most intelligent people I've known. And I could really use your opinion on something. If I sent you a 5-minute video, would you watch it and give me your thoughts? This is for people you kind of know, right? Does this make sense? Yes or yes? Yes, you can screenshot. No problem. Hey, Pamela, how you doing? Or you can say, these are 3 different examples. Or you could say, I've always noticed how open-minded you are about new ideas. And I'd love to run something by you. If If I sent you a 5-minute video, would you watch it and give me your opinion? You didn't say you were going to do it. This is what people don't understand. If you're not asking, I can tell you you're not making sales every day. I'm asking people. It's so many people. There's no way for me to ask everybody, right? But if you're asking, you're also making sales and connections. You're getting customers and clients. Most people don't ask. They're just waiting for you to go to their stand store. They're just waiting for you to just go to the website when you can just ask. It's really easy. Make sense? And so because you know this person, they're in your warm market. They're not your business, your bestie, but they're in your circle, right? This is how you're going to start the conversation so they can look at your product, so they can look at your website. And now you're not waiting for the algorithm to send it in their feed. You're taking control. That's what entrepreneurs do. You are taking control of yourself, your business, your outcome. You're taking control. That's what that looks like. And so here's what I've learned from Eric Worre. He said, you notice I said, if I sent you a 5-minute video, would you watch it? I'm not telling you that you would. I'm asking a question. If I did this, would you do that? If I sent you an opportunity, would you look at it? If I sent you a product and how I lost 5 pounds in 5 days, would you take a look at the product? If I did this, would you do that? So that's the if I would you method. Write that down. If I did this, would you do this? The person only can say yes or no. That's the only answer. Yes, I'll take a look at it. I'm looking at a new business. And since you already are successful, I really like your thoughts. If I sent you a 5-minute video, would you watch it and let me know what you think? When you are talking to people, first, you see how I acknowledge their success first. You're one of the most intelligent people I've known. Okay. You've already a successful business owner. First, you're going to acknowledge people. Baby, you already won. First, you're going to give compliments. You've already won. No one is going to be mean to someone like, I've always valued your opinion. You seem super successful. If I sent you a 5-minute video about what I'm looking at doing, would you be open to that? Yes. There is no, and if she said, oh no, it's rare because they think they're doing you a favor. And you've already said you value their opinion. You think they're successful. You think they're intelligent. And so you want their opinion about something. Most people love to give you their opinion, especially on social media. Oh my gosh. They want to tell you everything. So yes, you can screenshot that. And so if you're in my course, obviously you have my entire workbook and I give you how to start the conversation and how to convert the conversation. So you don't have just bits and pieces if you're in the 3-day rides. You can put RIDE if you haven't seen the ride. Cam in the building. How you doing, gorgeous? We're talking about how you're going to start conversations with people and asking them to take a look at your product, your service, your opportunity. It doesn't matter even if you wrote a book. I have people, you're saying you're an author. How are they going to buy your book? Just because you keep posting your book? They're not buying your book because you keep posting your book. You have to ask questions. Now, I tell my clients, you want to do 10 new conversations a day, but you guys can start with 1 per day so you can get in the habit of talking to people, networking, and being social on social media. But my clients, we talk to 10 new people every day and they're getting sales every day. But most people won't even start the conversation, but not you and not me, right? You're taking control. So if I were you and you have 5,000 followers, you have 7,000 followers, 10,000 followers, that's your warm market. These people have already volunteered to follow you. These people have already volunteered to be your friend. They've seen a piece of content and decided you might be my person. But yet you didn't introduce yourself. Yet you didn't go to their page. Yet you didn't make the connection. Now today, that's what engagement is. All of those people that are your followers and friends, that's your money sitting on the table. If you're not developing relationships with the people that are already there, imagine, she said, 5,000 friends, right? How many orders do you think are in 5,000? If you were to develop relationship with each person, 10 a day, okay, you'd be making a sale every day, 2-3 sales every day. How long would it take you to get through 5,000 people? A long time, right? Never. Over here, I have 190,000 people. I'm never going to get through these people. Never. So I'm not without leads. There's always leads coming in the sales funnel. Now I got to weed out the folk, keep the people. Okay. Because everybody's not my person. Now I got to weed out the folk and keep the people. I'm looking for a certain caliber person. I know exactly who I want to work with. I know who exactly my ideal client is. So now I'm weeding out the folk, keeping the people, but I'm building relationships and starting conversations. Make sense? Yes or yes? Okay, good. So you can screenshot. I don't care. That's fine. That's fine. Yes, tag your business best. I told you to tag your business bestie. I told you. Yes, yes. Every Wednesday night I share like this for my community. So I'm just bringing you guys in on the training with my community. And so when you are talking to people, you're not going to talk. If you're new, you talk to one a day, every day. If you are serious, you're going to talk to 10 a day. Every salesperson understands its numbers. Okay. It's not magic, it's mathematics. I can guarantee if you're talking and introducing 10 people to take a look at your product, somebody's going to purchase. But I already know most people won't do that, right? They just say, I sent them the website. You didn't even follow up. You didn't ask for the sale. You just sent a website. That's really not how you build a relationship and community. You got to ask more questions. Make sense? Now, let me tell you why this works. As a sales and marketing business coach for years, I'm not new to this. I'm true to this. People want to feel important. Just like I said, it's not magic, it's mathematics. So people aren't numbers, but you got to do the numbers. All you have to do is make people feel seen, heard, and validated. So you're not just pitching them, right? You're not just pitching them for the sale. You're trying to find out if there's a need. But you got to ask a question first. You got to find out if there's a need for your product. So if I was a car salesperson and you drove up on my lot, because that's what they did, they came and they followed you. They came to your parking lot. They drove up on your lot and you didn't go outside and you didn't say, hey, how you doing? What brings you on the car lot today? Are you looking for a new car? You're trading in a car? You're buying a car for your son? Or, what are we feeling? They're asking a question. That's what good salespeople do. We're trying to figure out the problem so we can solve it. Are you following me? Thank you so much, Lighthouse. If you're on TT, can you do me a favor? Double tap that screen. If you can listen to the sound of my voice, please double tap that screen. TT don't want education to go viral, but we're going to learn today. We're going to learn today. So if you could double tap that screen and share with your business bestie, I am forever, ever grateful. And so they came up on your car lot, and guess what they did? Right? They just looked around, looked at cars, and you didn't ask, hey, what brought you on the lot today? Same thing applies on social media. When somebody follows you, I get new followers every time I go live, right? Every single time there's new people follow you when you go live. If I go to, hey, Jennifer, how you doing? If I go to that person's page, I'm looking. Are you my people? I know if I'm going to like you, follow you, I'm going to like your stuff, comment. I know based on what I see on your page. So your resume your profile is your resume to the world. I'm looking, reading what you do, how you help. I'm looking. What kind of content? If you're my people, I can make the connection. If you're not, I can scroll. So I want to make sure that you are actually getting to know the people that are following you. Hey, Jennifer, how you doing? Thank you so much. I appreciate the love. Tag your business bestie if this is resonating with you. If you had an aha moment, if you didn't realize 5,000 people following you and you didn't talk to 5,000, you didn't ask for the sale. 10,000 people following you and you didn't ask for the sale. 20,000 people following you and you didn't ask for the sale. You're just sitting on the sale because you want them to see it one day. You want them to see your post one day when you could take action every single day. Yes. And so now you want to make sure that you are asking them a question. Now, if it were me, and if you're offline, it works the same. But if you're online, most of us have at least 2, 3, 4,000 people following us, right? So you have leads right there. These are all leads on your profile. I can look at everybody's profile. These are all possibilities. Okay, that's what I see. When someone says, I only have 2,000 followers and they sell a product, I'm like, you have 2,000 opportunities you didn't take. But you're like, I don't have any customers. I don't have any customers. You mean you got 3,000 people following you and you didn't ask them for the sale? That's interesting. So you think we should give you 5,000 and you not ask for the sale. You think you should get 1 million and you don't ask for the sale. You definitely need to ask for the sale. So today is your day. You're going to make a list and you're going to talk to those people. I'm giving you scripts that you can start the conversation. Now, here's what you got to do. You do have to follow up because they don't see it the first day. Don't get discouraged. Okay. But if you're doing 1 a day, great. If you're doing 5 a day, great. If you're doing 10 a day, you win it. Okay. Now you got to track your responses. You're going to track the responses. You're going to track it. Numbers matter. What did I say? Numbers never lie. People do. Numbers never lie. People do. And so if you're on social media and you're doing all your business on social media, that's cool too. People you have not spoken to yet, the 2,000 about your product, if they are loving on your content, right? And so if I got Cam and Jennifer and Lighthouse and Vanessa and all of you, right? You're loving on my content. You're in the live. You know, I can go to your page, right? Because I see your name. I can go to your page and I say, thank you so much for loving on my content. Were you just being supportive, or do you want to learn how to market and leverage social media? I can ask you a question leading to my offer. So if I was in health and wellness like you're in health and wellness, I would go, everybody that likes your content, shares it, they come into your live, they support, you can go to that person's page, if that's your person, and you get to say, thank you so much for joining my live. Were you just being supportive, or are you on a health journey too? Or you're in real estate. Same thing applies to you. This person loves your content. You go to that person's page. Thank you so much for loving my content on, me selling a home, whatever you did, right? Were you just being supportive, or are you in the market for your forever home? Question mark. Or if you're in cosmetics like you, hey, thank you so much for joining my live. Were you just being supportive, or are you trying to age backwards like me? Question mark. And whatever you sell, digital products, same thing. Hey, thank you so much for joining my live. Were you just being supportive, or are you making money from social media too? You're going to ask a question that leads to your offer. Does this make sense? Yes or yes? Somebody say yes, Teresa. This makes sense. Say yes in the chat if this makes sense. Say yes. Real easy to do. These are all conversation starters. Most people are afraid to just talk. What's the worst thing that could happen? They could say no. No means next opportunity. No doesn't mean stop. No doesn't mean I'm not interested ever in life. No just means next opportunity. But you take it so personal. It's not personal, it's personal preference. And so if you're talking to 10 new people a day and you're asking those questions, you're popping the question every day, somebody is going to purchase. It's numbers. It's going to happen for you. Is that good? She's like, oh my gosh, I'm terrified. That's okay. I want you to be terrified. Terrified is good. You didn't say you wasn't going to do it, so I can live with terrified. Okay, let me see the next one. All right, so for my beginners, I got you. For my beginners, this is what we're going to do. Where my beginners at, okay? These are from my beginners. Why this works. You're not pitching. You're inviting them to take a look, okay? Hey, Sherry in the building. How you doing, gorgeous? One, your daily action plan. You're going to build your list. You're going to write down 20 people in your warm contact, okay? 20 people you want to talk to. And however you want to spread it out for the next 5 days. People you already know, people, you like, people you trust, people you see on social media all the time. You're going to build that list. Then you're going to send messages every day. Send out 5 messages a day. Okay. This is for my community. Right? 5 personalized messages daily. You're going to do it every single day. Obviously, you're going to track every response. So you're going to know your ratios and improve as you go. So this is your homework. I can't help but to give you homework. I'm here every Wednesday night for my community in my business tip, motivation, and inspiration group. If you're in my community, you know I give you homework. Everybody else, you're in here for the ride. You get to learn for free. Okay. You get to see what happens when you work with me. You're going to have homework. You're going to learn today. You're going to make that money, honey. That's what happens. So if you're in my community, this is your homework. Okay. No excuses. You're going to do it. Right? Over and over again. If you have questions, message me in the group, in the community, message me. Now, here's what is going to be a big part of what you're doing. You have to follow up. Hey, Rainbow, how you doing? You have to follow up. So if you're talking to one person every day, it's easy for you to follow up. It's just one person every day. If you're talking to 5 people every day, the numbers are a little bit more higher. Now, you're not going to follow up immediately. You're going to give them an opportunity to see your message. So if you're going to DM that person, you're going to give them the opportunity to see it. It only takes a day or two, not a week. Now, if you don't know how to follow up, I'm going to give you for free tonight. I'm going to give you my 3-step DM script. Okay, the first 50 people who put script in the chat, I'm going to give you my 3-step DM script, like what to say. So if you like the script that I just explained or I talked about tonight, you're going to love the 3-step DM script. That way you're not guessing what to say in the DMs. I'm going to give it to you. It's free 99. Go tell your friends. It's free 99. Okay? So that way you don't say people don't actually help you. Yes, people do help you. Okay? You just got to show up and do the work. So put, yes, script in the chat. If you're on, want the scripts? Yep. If you're on TT, you're going to have to use the Service Plus button, DM me script. Okay? Or my phone number right here on my profile. You can text my phone number, the word script. Okay. Text me script, drop it in the chat. I'm going to give you for free 99 my 3-step DM script. It's designed for reaching your followers and friends. No cringe, no pressure, just conversation that converts. If you want to convert more of these people that are viewing your stuff, you got to start conversation. You know how many people are viewing your content? 500, 600, 700, and they're not purchasing. Well, you can start a conversation so you can get the sale. You got to ask for the sale. Okay. And so it's free 99 right now. So if you're in my community or you're listening to the sound of my voice on FB, IG, YT, TT, put script in the chat and I'll send it to you. Hey, Ashley, how you doing? Good to see you. Good to see you, Tom, in the building. How you doing? If you're a business owner, put business in the chat so I can give you a shout out. So do it right now. Go ahead. The first 50 people. Yep, I'm going to give it to the first 50 people for free. You're going to receive it in your email. Bam, 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 bam. That's how you help the people. You don't just talk about it, you be about it. So I want to make sure you know help is available. This is a learning channel. Yes. She said, thank you so much. I appreciate you. I didn't know what to say. Most people don't know what to say, so they do nothing. But here's a way that you can start that conversation. And then this way, right? Come back and tell me your results. You're going to do it over and over and over until you get results. And it says, thank you so much for liking my content. Were you just being supportive or are you on a health journey too? Thank you so much for liking my content, for being, watching me travel the world, whatever, with my full-time job. Were you just being supportive or, when is your next trip? Like whatever your industry is. I know you're in travel. So that's what I would say if I was in travel. Thank you so much for loving all my content about me traveling the world, with my full-time job. Were you just being supportive or when is your next trip? Question mark. Hey, thank you for my daily heartbeat. Thank you for my daily heartbeat on TT. Thank you for my daily heartbeat. Yes, get your daily heartbeat. We're talking about how to ask your followers and friends to take a look at your product, your service, your opportunity. I'm giving them conversation starters so they can ask for the sale. I need you to ask for the sale. You're going to feel so much better once you start doing this. It'll be a part of your routine. If you work full time, most of my clients work full time. Happy Wednesday to you. Yes, if you have a business, put business in the chat. Happy Wednesday. Every Wednesday night, I share actionable business skills and I actually answer questions on Wednesday nights. Jacinta, how you doing? How you doing? No pressure, no pitching, just respectful conversation. You see how it doesn't feel like I'm pitching you, right? I'm asking you a question. For me, since I teach people how to make money using sales and marketing strategies, I'm going to ask you, thank you so much for joining my live, right? Did you get those free business tips? Yes. Okay. Are you leveraging social media as much as you would like? No. I already know you're not leveraging and monetizing as much as you would like. I'm asking a question that leads to my offer. So you being in travel, thank you so much for my perfume. Oh my gosh. Thank you for my perfume. Thank you. I like to smell good. Most people don't understand that if you're asking questions, there is no pressure because the person's like, yes, I like to leverage and monetize social media more. Okay, this is how I do it with my clients. Would you like to see it? Yes, now I have my website in front of you. If it's your health and wellness product, yes, I teach people how to lose 5 pounds in 5 days. Are you on a health journey too? Yes. Would you like to see how people are doing it? Yes, now I have my website in front of you. You sell, what do you sell? um, real estate, okay, or insurance, whatever. Yeah, insurance. Same thing. If someone loves your content, thank you so much for loving on my content about me helping the single mom, take care of her unexpected death in her family. Were you being supportive, or see, this is important. Most people, when it's an unexpected death, they don't have life insurance. There's situations, right? So you are posting about why you need to have life insurance, what you can use life insurance for the living, how it helps the family, how you don't have to have cookouts and sell t-shirts and dinners because they have insurance. You can ask a question. Thank you so much for loving on my content about me helping the single mom, take care of an unexpected death in her family. Were you being supportive? Or this is when you ask the question, or, you know, are you in that situation? Or you're going to ask a question. So she say, yeah, let me see what you got. Would you like to see how I helped her? Yes. Now you get to send your information over. You see how easy this can be? Most people just don't know how to start the conversation. I'm a great question asker. So I can help you with that. Okay. I'm a good sales and marketing coach of years. So I can help you with that. And so most people are just asking the wrong question. They're asking for the sale. Do you want to buy it? Do you need insurance? I would never say, do you need it? Because people are going to say, no, they don't need it because they're living without it. So they don't actually need it because they're living without it. So that's not a good question to ask. Do you need it? No. And the same thing with your travel business. I wouldn't say, do you want to travel? Because not really. I can. That's really not a good question. So you want to ask something like, do you want to make memories with your family? Then most people, yes, they want to make memories with their families. So it's all in how you frame it, and I can help you with that. Yes. So post daily using the 4 E's. Write this down. Say, Jerusha said I need to use the 4 E's when I'm creating content. I want to entertain the people, educate the people, empower the people, and engage with the people. Write that down. Say, business coach Jerusha said I need to entertain the people, educate the people, empower the people, and engage with the people. Those are the 4 E's. You're going to keep hearing people say the same thing over and over. They might say inspire, entertain, educate. It's the same. I call it the 4 E's. Okay. The second thing you're going to do after posting, check who liked and commented and start the conversation. Number two, step two, after you post or after you go live, check who stayed on your live 10, 15, 20 minutes. Those are your people. Check who commented, liked your post, right? You can start a conversation using if you want this free script, message me script. It's free. I'll send it to you in your email. Okay. Step three, message 5 to 10 people immediately. You want to make sure when people are commenting on your content, you're commenting. Okay. Now you don't have to watch it every 5 seconds. Just when you get 15 minutes, I teach a 15-minute method. I teach 15 minutes 4 times a day is an hour in your business. So if you want my power hour strategy inside the 3-day ride, put RIDE, you'll have it. Okay. Then number 4, you're going to track. You're going to track your work so you can follow up with those people. And number 5, you follow up within 48 hours, 24 to 48 hours. Most people make decisions within 24 to 48 hours. It doesn't take them a week to decide if they want to buy a lotion. It doesn't take them a week to decide if they want to buy your your cream. Like, come on now. So it's not that big of a decision. So most people make decisions within 24 to 48 hours. And so you're going to follow up. That's a business. Step 1, step 2, step 3. I like systems like this. I don't know about you guys. I like to follow a system. That's how I stay on track. I have adult ADHD, so I get distracted easily. I got to have a check mark. Okay, I did that. Next, I did that. So you are ready and able to do beautiful things in this world. You're able to start talking to your friends and your family and your followers about taking a look at your product and your services. And after you walk through those doors today, you only have 2 choices. Okay. Love or fear. You only have 2 choices, love or fear. Okay. Hey, Tim in the building. How you doing? Jazzy in the building. How you doing? So love yourself enough to do it. Fear is false evidence appearing real. It hasn't even happened yet, right? So start talking. Now, I challenge you to start talking to people today. Hey, Jazzy, thank you for getting your daily heart me. I appreciate you on TT. If you're on FB, you can support with the stars. If you're on FB, you can support with the stars. Thank you so much for the love. Yes, if you want the scripts to start conversations, doesn't matter what type of business you're in. Like I said, I work with realtors, insurance, notaries. You sell a product, it doesn't matter. You want to start conversations daily. You want to make sales daily? You start conversations daily. People who love your post about you sold a new home, those are your people. Okay. Whatever it is, you want to build relationships, your travel business, your lotions, potions, pots, pans, lashes, nails, services, hair, it doesn't matter. Yes, on TT, yes, you have the link where you can just purchase, but imagine how much more money you can make with everybody who didn't click the link, who didn't click that orange link. They wanted it, they just didn't click it. And then you didn't even try to follow up with them. You didn't try to love on them. You didn't go to their pages. You didn't ask for the sale. You could actually make more sales instead of just relying on them clicking the orange button or clicking the blue button or green button. You could actually have more sales throughout the day. Jazzy, does that make your jewelry business? Okay. So even if you're in TikTok shop or you have your own jewelry, don't just rely on who clicked it. You are in control every single day of the relationships that you want to build. Was that helpful? Are you glad I shared my screen? Yes. So message me script right now. Put it in the chat. I got you. Script. Message me script. It's free 99. No worries. I got you covered. And I'm going to send that to you. It's going to ask for your name and your email. And that way the system is going to send it out to you and you will have it. And you can start those conversations now. Don't wait. Start the conversations today. I don't want you to be left behind. Start new conversations every day. If you're brand new, one a day is fine. If you're like, I'm not new, Jerusha, okay, you're just afraid, definitely 5 to 10 every single day. That way you have sales. That way you make connections. You have customers, clients, connections. So any other questions about how to ask for the sale from your followers and friends? Any other question about how to do it? Jazzy, Miss Educator, Lighthouse, Jacinta, is that right? Yes. Any other questions? I know my community, put your questions in the chat. If you're on FB and you're my community, put your questions in the chat. I got you. Every Wednesday night, I'm here to answer your questions. Hopefully you got everything that you needed. Once you start doing it, message me, let me know. I post your testimonials on Tuesday. Tuesday is Testimonial Tuesday. So on Tuesdays, I'll put it in my stories that you had success, you got 2 new clients, or you made 1 new connection, or whatever it is. I want to celebrate your success. Every Tuesday, I do Testimonial Tuesday in my stories. So yes, if you try it, let me know. Message me, and then I'm going to screenshot it. I'm going to put it in the stories. I got you. Yes, it's enough room at the top. It's the bottom that's overcrowded. You don't have to do this by yourself. And if you want to work directly with me, I would say put RIDE in the chat, RIDE. I've been in sales and marketing for over almost 20 years. I'm not new to this. All of my clients, you can read their testimonials on my business page. You can read their testimonials. One girl, one of my favorite stories, she went from 2,000 in production a month to over 10,000 after taking the 3-day RIDE business course. But you can read all the stories that people have had. Some people have taken it 2 or 3 times because it is so much information. I'm actually breaking it down into 15-minute segments. It's 3 days. And so it's usually an hour and a half per day. But I'm breaking it down in 15-minute segments because people don't learn in an hour. So we're breaking everything down. So it's being revamped, updated. So if you want to get in the RIDE, now is the time. RIDE, put it in the chat so we can work together. Is it Zavi? Zavi in the building. How you doing? Good to see you. Good to see you. Double tap the screen if you're on TT. Double tap the screen. Our goal is, we're at 8,000. We got to hit 10,000. So we're at 8,000 on TT. If you're listening to the sound of my voice, can you double tap the screen? If we can get to 10,000, that'd be great. If you can get your daily heartbeat, that would be great. And I'll answer this one question right here while we're tapping the screen on TT. Double tap the screen on TT for me. Yes, yes. Don't leave your girl hanging. Don't leave me hanging. Don't leave me hanging. Don't leave me hanging. Okay, I see Gail King is signing a new deal with CBS. Okay, Gail. All right, that just came across my screen. Thank you so much for tapping the screen. Double tap the screen. We're at 8,000. I think we can get to 10,000 on TT. I think we can. If you're on FB, you support with the stars. That's how you can support the page if you learned something tonight. So I do want to say this about talking to your warm market and asking them to take a look at your product. I do want to say this. Thank you so much. I do want to say this to you. You cannot get discouraged because let me just say this, and I tell this story all the time. There are several stories I tell about this. Of course, the girl at the mall. Most of us used to go to the mall, like there's a building with all these stores, and now we shop online. But before the pandemic, we lived in the mall. After the pandemic, a lot of people shop online. Yeah, a lot of people shop online. And so, but there's this girl in the food court, and she has a plate of teriyaki chicken. And so every time people walk past her, she's like, teriyaki chicken. And they're like, no, thank you. And she's like, teriyaki chicken. They're like, no, thank you, teriyaki chicken. No, thank you, no, thank you. And so she stands there until she gets a yes. And so teriyaki chicken, yes, this person tries the teriyaki chicken. Next, he's on to the next one. Teriyaki chicken, teriyaki chicken. Yes, no, yes, no, 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 yes, no, no. Throughout the day until the plate is clean. All the samples of the chicken are gone, right? So does she give up because so many people said no? Does she shut down her restaurant? Does she say, oh, no one wants my chicken? Oh, no one likes the teriyaki chicken? No, she knows it's a numbers business. She understands sales. She understands if I ask enough people, the yes is right around the corner. And so in her standing there, and she doesn't stand there 1 hour and give up. She stands there throughout the day because there are different traffic of people passing different times of the day. So that's how you have to look at your business. People are watching social media different times of the day. And when you're talking to people, you can't just talk to one. She's talking to every single person that passes. You want to be talking to every person that's following you or friending you or commenting or liking or sharing. You want to talk to those people and ask the question and see how simple it is for her to say teriyaki chicken. She doesn't care if you say yes or no. I'm going to ask the next person because I'm going to win. Next person, on to the next one, on to the next one. Same thing in business. If this person doesn't want, my coaching program, my ebook, they don't want any of the things. Next, next, next. You're looking for the one who wants it. She's looking for the one who wants to taste the teriyaki chicken. And the hope is once you get a little taste, guess what's going to happen? You're going to buy the whole meal. You coming back and you about to get the rice, the chicken, the vegetables. You about to buy the $10 plate or whatever it is, right? Same thing with being online. I gave you a taste, a sample, just like the teriyaki chicken. Here's a little sample of what you can learn. Here's some free information. Here's a little carrot. Oh, you want more? Oh, that's going to cost you for more now. But you like the free sample, didn't you? So that's how this works in every industry. You do want to give people and share with people and show people what's possible. Oh, it's good. This teriyaki chicken is good. Oh, her business advice is good. Oh, she's knowledgeable. Oh, she's successful in her industry. Oh, she knows what she's talking about. Maybe I'll take her up on it. So if you're not doing that, you got to go through the motions. Okay. Just like the girl at the mall with the teriyaki chicken. You've never seen her give up. You've never seen her throw in the towel because she understands it's just business. It's not personal. It's personal preference. Say business coach Jerusha said it's personal preference. So it's not you. Okay. It's just not right now for them. And you just go to the next person. If this was helpful and encouraging, let me know because most people stop because somebody said no. Most people give up because their best friend didn't buy it. Most people give up because their cousin didn't do it. I built my entire business on strangers. I meet new people every day. I attract people every day. So that's how I know it's possible for you. So if you're willing to learn this type of skill set, because it doesn't matter what happens, I know how to sell and market. You just need to learn how to sell and market. And so put RIDE in the chat. Message me if you haven't already. I see ride. Message me if you haven't already so you can see what's available. This, if you want to scale. If you don't and you're making it, keep going. I'll see you Wednesday night at 8:00. Yes, keep going. But if you need somebody to hold your hand, you're like, I really don't know what I'm doing. I got you. So thank you so much. I appreciate the love. I'm just thankful that grace and mercy follow me. I'm Jerusha, and I'll see you on the page. Have a great night. I'll see you next Wednesday. I'll see you next Wednesday. And so I'll answer questions. And I don't know if I'm going to use the stream key from TT, because when I use the stream key from TT, I can share my screen, but I can't. It doesn't allow, the buttons aren't there. Like I can't like hit any of the claps or all of the features aren't there when you stream like this, unless I don't know how to use them. So there's nothing for me to do on the screen. So that's the only downfall to streaming using a stream key. So if anybody is on TT and you use a stream key too, and I'm not gaming, I'm teaching. So it's not like they got buttons for you to game. I don't know how to do that. So let me know if you're on TT. I'm not tech savvy at all. So, but I'm happy to learn. But you can share, some of the buttons are there to share the broadcast, but there are no enhancement options or anything when you use the stream key. That's the only part. And because I'm using it through StreamYard, I can only use the features on StreamYard. Does that make sense? And also because I'm on different platforms. I'm on FB, IG, YT, TT all at the same time. Yes. Oh, okay. Yeah. So it's a catch-22. I mean, I have to decide, do I want to share my screen? If that's more important to me, if y'all like it when I share my screen on TT, then I'll do it this way. But in terms of me like giving you claps or any of the effects or I can't do any of that. Or I don't know how to do it. But the option isn't at the bottom. The only thing is there is to share. I can pin the Service Plus, and that's it. I can add a product, but that's it. Thank you so much for double tapping the screen. Thank you so much for my perfume. Thank you for the love. Yes, like I said, I'm just thankful that grace and mercy follow me. I'm Jerusha, and I'll see you on the page. I'll see you next Wednesday. Have a great day. Good night.